Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have Tunnel Vision by ITZY. ITZY is a group that has had very divisive songs in their recent years, definitely. A lot of their title tracks have been divisive, especially like Sneakers and stuff. And for me personally, I'd say Gold was really good. I think Cake, even though Cake, when it first came out, I wasn't a huge fan of it, that kind of grew to be one of my favorites of their title tracks. But overall, ITZY I think is a group that has had like a few songs that I like quite a bit, but then a lot that are just kind of forgettable to me. And I think for the general public, it's even more divisive than that. Like some people just really don't like most of their music, but I think Girls Will Be Girls was pretty good. So always excited to see what they do in the future. Always going into it with an open mind. And Yeji's solo debut, that was very good. Air was super, super good. So excited to see what they have in store for us today. If you want to see more ITZY reactions, make sure you subscribe and leave a like and leave a comment. Subscribe so you can never miss any future ITZY reactions, and leave comments for other suggestions for what you want to see on the channel. And let's get into Tunnel Vision by ITZY. Ooh, is this part of the song? Classic. Don't know what producer that is, but many K-pop songs start that way. And that sound in the background is really interesting. Gonna have to read all those words.
Never backing down, 내가 찾은 what I want.
Okay. I think the instrumental is my favorite part.
Never backing down, bitch, just what I want.
I love like powerful chanting. I don't know if it's chanting, but parts like that. Feels like a whole crowd singing together.
Focus.
Is that 3 choruses already? Flew by. I feel like the chorus, like I liked it a lot more every time it played. Like I was liking a lot of the first parts, like the first verse or whatever, and then when it built up to the chorus started and I was like, okay, this is good, but I was kind of liking the stuff beforehand, but then every time I played after that, I liked it more. I feel like the same reaction I had to Girls Will Be Girls, like they both feel like they have more of an interesting, well, all of their latest title tracks kind of are very unique, but these last two feel kind of more high production. They kind of have similar vibes. They're very strong, like had some kind of cutesy and just a bunch of different interesting concepts in the past, but these last two have been almost like the videos are kind of dystopian, and they have just this very, very strong, powerful sound to them that is interesting, and it feels like there's a higher level of production than for some of their later title tracks. And it's still not a song that like completely blows me away, but it definitely has my interest more than a lot of their newer title tracks, and I think there's something special to it, definitely, and I was especially very captivated by the instrumental, and the video very, very cool too. I wonder if it's kind of connected to Girls Will Be Girls in any way, just because it gave me a lot of the same vibes. But I feel like Girls Will Be Girls, if I remember that video, like felt like they're kind of story elements in that, like it felt like a dystopian world. This is kind of more like city stuff happening, and like felt more abandoned in Girls Will Be Girls, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by this one to start off with, so let's get back into it one more time. It's just I love songs that are bold enough to put in like these kind of jarring sounds in the instrumental where it's like almost unpleasant to listen to, but they just have it just slightly enough to where it's not like overbearing and like really unpleasant. Sounds like a typewriter or something. Is that like crack in her glasses like a mirror of the last shot? Just looking through the hole? Looks like it might be. Looks pretty similar. Might be more to pay attention to. That's supposed to be a parallel. There's so many words on the screen. I don't know if I can read all of them. This is just... I was going to say it was just credits, but maybe it's not. These here says 타인의 언어, the words of others, or here, the language of others. Portrait imposed. I feel like it's not like directly translated these things. Like 시선, glare, those are kind of the same thing. Amjon, just looked it up, said means blackout. And 초상 was portrait. 주목 is like focus. An eye, glare. Language of others, portrait imposed. Ants are eusocial insects of the family, blah, blah, blah. Wasps and bees belong to the order Hymenoptera. Just a basic description of ants, it seems like. With the language of others, portrait imposed. Seems like since ants are kind of like a hive mind, they all work together for one common purpose. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a commentary on that, like society's expectations somehow. See how that goes. Of course, crushing the ant there, I'm sure signifies going against the grain and making your own path. There's all this stuff. I'm assuming the Korean is just the English translated, but it says unavoidable attention. I'm guessing that's a typo. Voluntary blackout, etc. That's all it says. Editing and stuff is very cool. God, so many words. Here it's 단호한 흐릿함, which is a resolute, what did it say? Resolute blur, apparently. Or like blurriness. And then 다시 선명한 convergence, which is convergence that has become clear again. This is like a whole book I'm going to have to read here. But I'll do it. I'll stop and read everything. Ignore the noise too. Breaking news: the disgraced woman. She walks the streets as if the world's eyes cannot touch her. Every stare dissolves against the shield of her confidence, leaving her untouchable, unapologetic, and cool. It all has to be so small too. Like I can't even barely read it even when it's in English. Out of signal. Call it stardom, but to live beneath the unending flash of cameras is to learn how to breathe within a storm of light. Every step I take becomes a reminder of who I've chosen to be. Every glance, every silence, echoes of a story I am still trying to understand. What I see is not a crowd to free, but countless eyes searching for a piece of something real. They do not always see me as I am, and perhaps that's all right, for I too am still learning who that person truly is. Fame is not a crown to me, but a memo. It reflects both the light I give and the shadows I hide. And though it can feel heavy, I wear it as a reminder that even under the brightest lights, I must not lose myself. Okay, so that's a cool message. It's like really pay attention to it. Seems like trying not to let fame define you, but still not like condemning the people that might not see me the way I see myself. Just trying to see other people's perspectives on me, but not let them shape my view of myself and not let the fame control me. So it's like not wanting to be like an ant and just think the way everyone else does, but still listening to the opinions of the public and just being interested in them too. It's a good combination, I say. Yeah, this chorus is just really, really grand and powerful. It's interesting though, like most of the videos, like really high budget, like CGI and stuff, like crazy big sets, and then the first chorus here just takes it to this one kind of plain room. It's interesting. I feel like that might have contributed to when I first heard this chorus being like, oh, that was a little less than what I was expecting, just because even in the video, like this is not as like crazy CGI and just like a really cool set behind them as the rest of it is. Okay, I said I would read all this, and I did, but I don't want to read it all aloud to you, but it's a cool message that I'm getting. Like all these different just things are just kind of saying they used to let society's expectations and like guidelines for them, like it says here, they once felt like safety. Like that's where they used to live. They're like, okay, I'll just act the way people expect me to, and then I don't have to fear their judgment. But now it's like I'm going to let my flaws be in front of everyone, and they can take it or leave it. It's like no longer fearing the eyes of others, because you could always be, it's like you can either just fully adapt to people's expectations and then they'll never judge you for anything, or you can let their judgments scare you so much that it scares you away from fame. But this is like, no, I'm going to take both. I like the fame, but I'm not going to let them control me. I'm just going to still be myself. And if people don't like it, then they don't have to, but there are going to be people who do like it. So I think it's a very nice, uplifting message. And it's not just like Girl Crush type stuff where it's like, oh, I don't care what you think of me. And it's like that, but it's an even more well thought out, like healthy version of that, where it's like, I'm not completely condemning like everyone who has an opinion on anything, but it's just, I'm not going to let them decide what I do, and I'm going to still be myself, and it's okay to have flaws. I don't need to be like, I'm so perfect that no criticism means anything, but it's just, I'm going to decide for myself what I think is actually valuable. Yeah, I like the verses a lot too. Like the chorus is really grand and powerful and cool, but the verses are quite different. They're just really fun. Like the rapping is very cool, and the instrumental especially I really like. It's a very interesting instrumental. Yeah, really, every time I hear that chorus, I like it more. A lot of the times when I watch music videos, I'm like, I don't like it when they kind of mess with the sound, because like, I know it's a video and it's separate from just the song, but I want to like hear the whole song on its own even when I'm watching the music video. But I really like how they display those big sounds of like the train going by. It kind of makes the song feel even more grand there. It's cool. Yeah, there, especially.
Focus.
Why the cat on the lights, I wonder? Yeah, just the starting and ending with those sounds. It's a really nice touch. Yeah, I wonder, like, is this supposed to be the same crack as was in the glasses in the beginning? Because it really reminds me of that. Just look at the shape here. Doesn't look like the exact same hole, definitely, but feels like there still should be like a parallel to that. But I don't know what it would mean. Like, what symbolism could like a hole in the glasses mean for this concept? I don't know how much the whole story of the video fits with the like words portraying the story the whole time. It kind of looks like normal, like big blockbuster CGI action stuff. I don't know if the whole video kind of has to do with this message they're doing, or if it's just supposed to be typical girl crush that looks cool. Yeah, the more I listened to that song, the more I liked it, definitely. I think for initial rating for the song, it'd be an 86. Definitely kept growing on me. Like, I wouldn't have thought I would give it that rating just from like getting to the first chorus and stuff, but yeah, kept growing on me the more I listened to it. So I think it's definitely one of their better title tracks. Like, again, when I think of like individual title tracks, I've pretty much liked most of them. I think their B-sides kind of are a little less impressive to me, but overall their title tracks I've liked a bit, and I'd say this is up there with them, definitely. And the video, kind of like Girls Will Be Girls. I remember there's some very interesting imagery in that video, and this one's just very cool, and just the little word parts like portray a cool message that I'm a fan of. Definitely like that. So overall, I mean, just the budget behind it always kind of brings it up. Like, it's a lot of very well done CGI here. I would say probably 9 out of 10. Like, I didn't get a bunch of like this message. Like, it felt like the first half had a lot of like the ant imagery and like the words that actually portrayed the story, and then the second half just felt more like typical cool CGI stuff. So I don't know, there's stuff I was missing there, but if it all felt more connected throughout the whole thing, then maybe it'd even be higher. But say 9 out of 10. Definitely very cool video. So yeah, overall, definitely liked it. Good comeback. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see more ITZY reactions in the future, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.